When you want to greet someone, you can say swagatam. That means welcome. And then when you give your introduction, here is the example. The teacher is saying, Aham Adhyapakaha Asmi. That means I am a teacher. And he is saying, Mama Nama Gopalaha. My name is Gopal. And the next screen, he says, Bhavataha. Sorry, Mama Nama Gopalaha. He's saying, my name is Gopal. And Bhavataha Nam Kim. If the person is male, boy, man, you ask Bhavataha Nam Kim. And he is replying, Mama Nama Rameshaha. Then next he is asking, first of all, introducing himself, saying, Mama Nama Gopalaha. Then he asks, Bhavatyaha Nam Kim. He uses the word Bhavatyaha for female, because it's girl. So for girl, for feminine gender, you use the word Bhavatyaha instead of you use Bhavataha for masculine name. Okay, so you have to remember these three gender: masculine, feminine, and neuter gender. So this Bhavataha and Bhavatyaha is derived from word Bhavan and Bhavati. Bhavan and Bhavati means you, and Bhavataha and Bhavatyaha means your, depending on the gender, masculine or feminine. Here, Mama Nama Rameshaha, Bhavataha Nam Kim. He says, Mama Nama Keshavaha. So we practiced this last week also. Another one, Mama Nama Rameshaha, Bhavatyaha Nam Kim, Mama Nama Sudevi. Okay, so here is an activity for you, which is tell you where you see my arrow on the screen. So we need to see which word we should use here. So there is a two choice, Bhavataha and Bhavatyaha Nam Kim. But he is a boy here. So we will use Bhavataha. In the second picture, again two choices are given, and we will use here Bhavatyaha because she is a girl. Okay, so this is the vocabulary for unit 1. Okay, so you have to go through it. So I'm just gonna repeat it for the pronunciation purpose. You pay attention and listen carefully, so you will learn the pronunciation of each word. Adhyapakaha, teacher. Aham, I. Asmi, am. Bhavataha, your for male. Bhavatyaha, your for female. Kim, what? Mama, my. Nama, name. Swagatam, welcome. Okay, so this is all about unit 1. Unit 2 is Kaksha Upadesaha Sadhu Bhavaha Cha. So you can read the English. You may not be able to read first line if you don't know Hindi, but the second line you can read. Kakshaha means classroom. Upadesaha means commands. Sadhu Bhavaha means expressions. And Cha means end. Okay, so this is how Kaksha is classroom, Upadesaha is command, Sadhu Bhavaha is expression, and Cha means end. Okay, so here some of the things that what we learn in unit 2 is regarding book iti arthe Sanskrite sabda kaha. So what is the word for book in Sanskrit, right? So you all know pustakam, right? So there are many like that. We can use, for example, ankani, which is pencil. So you say ankani arthe Sanskrit sabda kaha. So sorry, pencil. So you can say pencil iti arthe Sanskrit sabda kaha. So then you use ankani like that. So this is how you use. Now, let's say chair iti arthe Sanskrit sabda kah, then you say Sanskrite asandah asti, like that. So as you increase your vocabulary, you can put any word there. Okay. So for example, another pencil iti Sanskrit kim. So it is like ankani, like that. Here you have to remember this sentence, Sanskrite katham kathayani, Sanskrite katham likhani, means how may I write this in Sanskrit, how may I say this in Sanskrit, like that. And then when you want to leave the room and go somewhere, okay, this is how you use the phrase, Sauchalayam gantum saknomi va. So if you want to go to, if I want to leave the room and go to toilet, right, you will say, aham Sauchalayam Gantum Saknomi Va. So the place name will get changed. The format remains same. For example, if you go to library, here is the phrase. Pustakalayam is the word for library. So you say Gantum, right? Pustakalayam Gantum Saknomi Va. Va is kind of a question mark. Okay. Okay. Next thing is here, office. So the word for office is Karyalayam. So the phrase you use is that, may I go to office? So in Sanskrit you say Karyalayam gantum saknomi va, like that, you see. And then you see my arrow, the next one is Mandiram gantum saknomi va, means may I go to temple. So like that you can use many words. Suppose you want to go to shop, then you can say Apanam gantum saknomi va, like that. If you want to go, say for example, playground, you say Kridanganam gantum saknomi va. So you have many choices depending on which word you want to use there, wherever you want to go. Okay. For example, if you want to go to school, you can say Vidyalayam gantum saknomi va. Okay. If you want to go to beach, you can say Samudra Tiram gantum saknomi va, like that. Okay. So this is how you use this thing. Now, this one is the activity 2, which you can see, line 1, aham, and there is a picture. So from picture we say it is a toilet. So we'll use the word, what is the toilet in Sanskrit? Sauchalayam. So aham Sauchalayam gantum saknomi va. Similarly, in second line, aham, it looks like library. So you use the word Pustakalayam gantum saknomi va. In the third line, it looks, the desk and a chair looks like office. So you say Karyalayam, aham Karyalayam gantum saknomi va. And fourth line, it looks like temple. So use the word for the temple, which is, sorry, mandir. So you can say mandiram, aham mandiram gantum saknomi va. Okay. So this is how you use the phrase aham gantum saknomi va. This is how to fill in the place where you want to go. And remember, that is being in objective or object in Dvitiya Vibhakti. It has to end with ma, because the word for shop is apanaha. But when you want to go there, you have to change it to apanam, like that. So mostly masculine and feminine name, you have to change it to ma, sound ma at the end. For example, I'll give you the word kshetraha. Kshetraha is masculine. It means farm. If you want to go to farm, the kshetraha will change to kshetram, like that. Okay. If you want to go to bank, the word for the bank is vittakoshaha. But because you are going there, it should be in Ditviya Vibhakti. So you have to go to vittakosham. So aham vittakosham gantum saknomi va. Can I go to bank? Like that. But there are name neuter gender. For example, gruham. You don't have to do anything because it already ends with ma. So aham gruham gantum saknomi va. If you want to go city, the word for city is nagaram. So that is also a neuter gender. You don't have to change that. So you say aham nagaram gantum saknomi va, like that. So remember, masculine, feminine. Masculine name ends with ah, feminine name ends with a or e, long a, long e. Those needs to be changed to that it will pronounce ma at this end. Okay, but neuter gender will remain as it is. All right, then we'll move to the next one. If you want to express, your teacher say that whatever your assignment given it is completed, you say aham purnam krutvan, means it is complete. Or there is another way to say is maya samaptam, means it is done, or I am finished, like that. Okay. Then if you need an assistance from a teacher, you can see that if teacher is a male here, you will ask him Bhavan. Bhavan means you, right? Bhavan Sayogam Karishyati, like that, And when Bhavan means you, but if you say your means Sasti Vibhakti, that is Bhavataha. From Bhavan it comes Bhavataha. Now, if the teacher is female, then you will use the word Bhavati, Sahyogam Karishyati, right? So Bhavati is used for your also. Okay? And Sasti Vibhakti for that, your is Bhavatyaha. Okay. So this is when you ask a help from teacher, depending on male, female, you use the word Bhavan or Bhavati Sahyogam Karishyati. And if you want to express your feeling, if you want to ask somebody, how are you? You can say Kusalam va being question mark, And then the answer would be Am Kusalam. Or if you are not Kusalam, you can use the word no, no, like that. No, aham, Kusalam, nasmi, like that. Okay. So here is the activity 3, which we learn about the polite expressions. So Swagatam is the one you can use for greeting, but also you can, sometimes you meet someone, some people say Hari Om, means hello. Okay. In Krishna temple, we use Hare Krishna or Hari Bol. So Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, Hari Om, Swagatam, these are all meant for greeting someone. Then if you meet someone in the morning, you say Suprabhatam, is good morning. So please try to learn and catch the pronunciation the way I repeat it here, okay? Suprabhatam is good morning. Subharatrihi, good night. Dhanyavadaha, thank you. Swagatam, welcome. Kshamyatam, excuse me, or also it is used for sorry. Chintamastu, don't worry. Krupaya, punaha milamaha, let's meet again. Astu means all right or okay. Samichinam means very good. Uttamam means excellent. Now here is some exercises. For example, you are late for the class. So what phrase will you use? Like excuse me, right? So what is the word for excuse me from here? From this table, we will pick up Kshamyatam. Kshamyatam. Okay. The second one is you see your friend in the morning. So what will you say to him? Suprabhatam. Okay. You are worried about small thing. Then you will say Chintamastu. You receive a gift. You will say Dhanyavadaha. You ask a favor from somebody. You use word Krupaya. Someone does something well. Okay. You say Samichinam. Right? And you greet someone, you say Hari Om, Swagatam, many, Hare Krishna, Hari Bol. Now to say goodbye to someone, you say Punaha Milamaha. Then you see someone in the night time, you say Subharatrihi. You made a mistake, Kshamyatam. So this is all picture now, where you use your polite expression, depending on what. Now there is nothing written here. From the picture you have to say, what it is. Next thing what we're going to learn is about vocabulary unit 2. Okay. So Just pay attention to the pronunciation here and the meaning of that word, okay? Aham, I. Ankani, pencil. So Ankani is in feminine gender, okay? I'm just reminding you. Am, yes. Bhavan, you for masculine. Bhavati, you for feminine. Gantum, to go. Idam, this. Iti, thus. Karishyati, will do. Karyalayam, office. Katham, how. Kathayani, say. Kim, what. Krutvan, done. Kusalam, fine or okay. Likhani, right. Mandiram, temple. Maya, by me. Purnam, full or complete. Pustakalayam, library. So as you seeing the screen, you also practice with me, along with me, okay? Pustakam, book. Sayogam, assistance. Samaptam, over or finished. Sanskrute, in Sanskrit. Saknomi, I can. Sauchalayam, toilet. Va, a question marks. Okay. So this is how we just reviewed. We studied that in unit 1 and 2, and you all have done very well in your game called, what is the game called? Kahoot, right? So there were some questions in this unit 1 and 2, which you have to answer. And you have done a good job there. Thank you very much for learning. So now I'm going to introduce unit 3. Okay. So you all really have to look at the screen, follow what I'm saying, listen the pronunciation very, very carefully, because you will be asked questions, okay, again this Friday. So it will be from what we're gonna learn here. So you have to be really attentive and even submissively, attentively keep your mind here. It's only 15 more minutes, and then I will let you go and ask you questions, okay? So unit 3, we're gonna learn about people, places, and things. People in Sanskrit called janaha. Places in Sanskrit called sthapanam. And things vastuni. Cha means and. So people, place, and things translated into Sanskrit is janaha, sthapanam, vastuni, cha. I will speak again. Janaha, sthapanam, vastuni, cha. Okay. So we see this in picture also. We say janaha, we say places, see temple is shown back in background there. And we see the things, we see the chair, the word for the chair is asandaha. We see the bicycle, the word for bicycle is dvichakrika. Okay, we see here man, woman, boy, girl. Okay, so word for man is manushyaha. Okay, man for woman is mahila. The word for boy is balakaha, and word for girl is balika. Okay, so you remember all these things. Now we'll go to this here, where we're gonna learn some noun, okay, and the pronoun that is has been used before it. Okay, so for example, I'll just see one. Esaha deepaha. Deepaha means lamp. Esaha means this. Now in Sanskrit, this means, this is the only one word for English, but in Sanskrit, that will be 3 words depending on the gender. So right now we are dealing with masculine gender because the name you see ends with ha, aha, deepaha, syutaha. So we'll use pronoun as esaha. So I will read them for you. You also try to read along with me and remember me. The only way you're gonna learn is you're gonna stay with me as I go along with on the screen, because you are seeing the same screen which I am seeing, okay? So there is a girl pointing out the lamp. It says, Esaha Deepaha. Means this is lamp. Esaha Syutaha. This is bag. Esaha Chasakaha. This is a cup or glass. Esaha Chamasaha. This is spoon. Esaha Asandaha. This is chair. Esaha Balakaha. This is boy. So all noun on this page that we learn are masculine. They all ends with aha. As you can see, asandaha, balakaha, chasakaha, chamasaha, deepaha, sutaha, like that. And it takes pronoun as esaha, deepaha, esaha, sutaha, like that. Okay, on the next page, we're gonna learn all feminine names. Gati. See, feminine name ends with long E or long A, and it takes different pronoun. Instead of esaha, did you notice there is a word called esa, esa gati. This is a clock, like that. So esa gati, this is clock. Esa mapika. Next, esa lekhani, esa satika, esa kartari. So you know from the picture what it is. So I'm not telling the meaning right now, but I'm sure you will understand. Esa kartari means it is scissor. Esa balika means this is girl. Okay. So kartari, balika, lekhani, satika, gati, and mapika. They all feminine. So that's why the pronoun used before that is esa. Okay. And another thing you have to remember, when the object is nearby, we use esaha, esa, depending on the gender, masculine or feminine. But we will see in the next exercise, next we're gonna go to neuter name, and after that we're gonna see that if the object or person is far, then instead of this, in English we use that. So in Sanskrit, there will be 3 different pronouns. Okay, it will change. Esaha, esa, etat. It will change to saha, sa, and tat. We'll see when we come to that, okay? But before that, let's go to the last page of neuter name. Now, as I told you, neuter name ends with ma, vatayanam, window, krasna falakam, blackboard. And the pronoun to be used with this neuter name is etat. Okay, for a nearby object, remember for this, okay, for masculine you use esaha, for feminine you use word esha, and for neuter you use etat. Okay, so I may have sent you unit 3. It should be there. Okay, I'm gonna read all these and you also read along with me and try to remember. Etat vatayanam, this is window. Etat krasna falakam, this is blackboard. Etat pustakam, this is book. Etat dwaram, this is door. Etat puspam, this is flower. Etat gruham, this is house. Okay, so this is what we learned neuter name now. Now this is kind of an activity. So the blank is given. You see where my arrow is? Okay, it's so syutaha. So what should be used before syutaha? So it says here that which word, here it is, esaha, esa or etat should be used for the following noun, right? So the point is that you have to recognize this name, which gender it is. If it ends with aha, it is masculine, and you use the word esaha. If it is feminine, like lekhani, then you would use esa. Okay, and if it is word is neuter, then you use eter. So depending on that, so please follow me through as I'm filling in gap here. Esaha syutaha, this is bag. Esa lekhani, this is pen. Esa satika, this is sari. Esaha asandaha, this is chair. Esa kati, this is clock. Etat pustakam, this is book. Why I'm using etat? Because it is neuter gender. Okay. So now here puspam. So to make a right choice, you need to know which gender puspam belongs to. It belongs to neuter gender. So use the word here etat. Now next word mapika. So mapika is feminine. So use word here esha mapika, like that. And here gruham, okay, neuter gender. So use etat gruham, like that. And the last line is here balakaha, ends with aha, masculine. Esaha balakaha. Krishna falakam, ends with ma, so neuter gender. So etat Krishna falakam. And here balika, a long a, so is feminine. So use word esa balika. Okay, so simple it is. Okay, so now I'm talking about, this is the one where lamp is going away from that girl, right? So the object is far than near. So all this pronoun will take different uh, name now. Okay, so it will be used saha instead of a saha. Okay, the e is not there. So saha deepaha means that. That is a lamp, like that. So I'm gonna read all this and you follow me. Saha syutaha, that is bag. Saha chasakaha, that is cup. Saha chamasaha, that is spoon. Saha asandaha, that is chair. Saha balakaha, that is boy. So here you notice all names are in masculine gender. Ends with aha, that's why saha is used. Next, we will go to feminine name, in which we will use sa. You see, sa gati, that is clock. Sa mapika, that is ruler. Sa lekhani, that is pen. Sa satika, that is sari. Sa kartari, that is scissor. Sa balika, that is girl. See, all ends with long A or long E, A, E, and the pronoun it takes is sa. Okay. For masculine, it takes saha. For feminine, it takes sa. Okay. Now we go to neuter names. Okay. The same object we are using repeatedly, so you will get used to it. Okay. So here, Vatayanam, window, is neuter name, ends with ma. So the pronoun used here is tat. Okay. So please read with me, along with me, and pronounce yourself, tat vatayanam, that is window. Tat krishna falakam, that is blackboard. Tat pustakam, that is book. Tat dvaram, that is door. Tat puspam, that is flower. Tat gruham, that is house. So all names you find ending with ma. Okay, so the pronoun it takes is tat. So here in summary, for an object or a person far away from us, and the English word we use is that. So in Sanskrit, we use saha for masculine, sa for feminine, tat for neuter gender. Okay, so this is all you have to remember: saha, sa, tat, masculine, feminine, and neuter gender. Okay, and now you know some of the words also, vocabulary. So here, now we have to fill in the gap here. Okay, so it's a which word, saha, sa, or tat should be used here, right? So I'll give you gati is feminine. So we have to use word sa gati, means that is clock. Balakaha means is aha, so it is masculine. So use pronoun as saha, saha balakaha. Next one, balika, which is feminine. So use the word sa balika. Next one also satika, feminine. So you would sa satika. Next one deepaha ends with aha. So it's feminine. So use word saha deepaha. That is a lamp. Then lekhani, feminine. Sa lekhani. That is pen. Puspam is neuter gender. So tat puspam. That is flower. Chasakaha is masculine, so use the word saha chasakaha. Okay, so this is how you use that thing. Now, this is something, okay, we'll get that next time. Just practice up to this point. Okay, you have to see all these names. So quickly I will go through the vocabulary of this unit 3, and please okay, so I'm gonna, so that way you will familiar with the pronunciation as well as the meaning. So I'm gonna go through this table quickly. I will take 1 minute, 2 minutes, maybe. So just follow along with me. Asandaha, chair. Balakaha, boy. Balika, girl. Chamasaha, spoon. Chasakaha, cup. Darpanaha, mirror. Dasanabijam, pomegranate. Dhanam, money. Deepaha, lamp. Dwaram, door. Dvichakrika, bicycle. Esa, this for female. Esaha, this for male. Etat, this for neuter. Gandhvartika, incense. Gati, clock. Gruham, house. Hastaha, hand. Chalam, water. Ka, who or what for female. Kaha, who or what for male. Karnakundalam, earring. Kartari, scissors. Kesaha, hair. Kim, what. Krishna Falakam, blackboard. Lekhani, pen. Mahila, woman. Manushyaha, man. Mapika, ruler or scale. Narikelaha, coconut. Nauka, boat. Patram, leaf. Puspam, flower. Pustakam, book. Saha, no, sorry. Sa, that for female. Saha, that for male. Satika, sari. Syutaha, bag. Tat, that for neuter gender. Upanetram, glasses. Utpitika, table. Vaidyaha, doctor. Vatayanam, window. Okay, so exactly 1.5 minutes. Okay, so now we're gonna open it up for questions. Okay, so as someone will tell you to unmute yourself and then ask the questions for next 15 minutes.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Now, as you said, we will take our questions. So first, Suraj, can you go ahead and ask question?
Yeah, so in Sanskrit, if something is flying, what do you say?
Something what?
If something or someone is flying, what do you say?
Flying?
Yeah,
Crying. Crying or flying?
flying.
Crying. Okay. So the word will be used for crying is roditi. Okay. So we'll learn.
Prabhuji, not crying, but flying.
Oh, flying. Flying. Okay. So okay, some of the words that you're gonna learn as we go. Okay. So right now.
कंफ्यूजिंग हो रहा है मैं
Yeah.
सोच रही थी नरोत्तम थर्ड स्टेज है
हाँ.
लेकिन थर्ड वाला कैटेगरी है लेकिन यहाँ पे लग रहा है कि सेकंड कैटेगरी नरोत्तम है सन्यासी को ही नरोत्तम लिखा हुआ है as per 28 का पत्र
Hare Krishna, dear parents.
एंड
Hare
थर्ड स्टेज जो है वो परमहंस स्टेज है
Yes. So what Suraj, what it is that we're gonna learn word as it is. So we don't go forward. Just learn whatever you have taught right now. It means remember that many words, and we'll move forward slowly. Okay. Because there are so many other words also. Okay. So we cannot take everything together. So right now, just try to remember and learn what we have learned here rather than anything else. Okay. If you remember that this much what we have learned today will be great. Okay, next.
Lalita, please go ahead and ask your question.
Prabhuji, is there any way we can like access this? Like,
Yeah, you're gonna get a video. You're gonna get a video presentation of everything. So that way, when you get a video, you practice yourself.
oh, so where is the video going to be?
The thing is, book is not available now because in India because of this coronavirus, this going on, like pandemic. You cannot get a book from India. So, but when we get it, we will definitely ask you who wants it, and you can buy then at that time. But right now, this is the best we can do. I will present it on a screen, so that's why pay attention and just learn whatever you can. You know.
So, but can we see these slides again, or like where is
Yeah,
it?
your video presentation, you will see it. The administrator will send you the video. Okay.
Okay. But where will he send it?
Yeah, Lalita, you can get in the YouTube. We have YouTube channel. We will message you in the group how you can see the videos regularly. Okay. Thank you so much, Lalita.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Then Saloni, can you please go ahead and ask your question?
What does feminine and gender mean?
What?
Feminine and neutral gender, Prabhuji.
Oh, what is feminine neutral gender? Okay, masculine gender we use for boy or a man. Feminine we use for a girl or a woman, like that. Okay, it's a masculine is for man or a boy, like that. And feminine gender for girl or woman, mahila, balika. Okay.
Okay. Amrita, can you please go ahead and ask your question?
Yeah, what does how do you say, like, what does Gantu mean?
Ganto means to go.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
You're welcome.
Can you go back? I could not see all the vocabulary. Can you go back up?
Yeah.
Prabhuji, when
Yes.
are you going to send the like the
Yeah,
video?
vocabulary unit. We will tomorrow. We'll again go through Unit 3 vocabulary. I just should quickly because this is the beginning of Unit 3. We'll come back tomorrow on the same unit vocabulary and certain things. Okay, we will repeat. We will repeat and we will review this thing. Okay, tomorrow also.
Prabhuji, when are you going to put the recording?
Yeah. They're gonna send you the record. I think they're gonna upload you on your YouTube or somewhere, so you can check with the administrator.
Who's the administrator?
Ishan, we will send all the details in the group, how you can access to the recordings and everything. Okay? Thank you so much, Ishan.
Well,
So next we have Keshav. Keshav, can you unmute yourself?
Mataji, can you send the Unit 3 vocabulary in the group so we can write it down?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. Okay, next we have Vedant. Vedant, can you unmute yourself?
Oh, sorry, I didn't have a question. I think I accidentally raised my hand.
Okay, so can you lower down it? Lower your
Yes.
hand? Okay,
Yes, sorry.
so the next we have Sanveer.
Why is Sanskrit so hard?
Sanskrit so hard. It's not hard. It requires practice. It requires practice. It is not hard. It will be very nice once you get practice. So don't get discouraged. Just go on practicing. Go on paying attention. You know, we're gonna repeat the things. It's not that what I told you today is that is it. I'm gonna repeat everything what I said today. Tomorrow also we will go through. We'll review and repeat and review and repeat like that and test you for that also, so you will know it. You know, repetition is required. This is the new language you are learning, so do not get discouraged. Keep patience. You know, keep your enthusiasm, but you still have to have patience also. It will take some time. Okay.
Okay, I see Sakhi. Sakhi, can you unmute yourself? Sakhi, yeah. Sakhi? Okay, we will next going to Jalak. Yeah, please.
Okay. So, I wanted to ask, in the male gender and female gender and all that, in the female gender, there are also things that are not ladies or girls. So, why do we call it female gender?
Well, it's a the English word is feminine. I'm using word female so you can understand. It's the English word is feminine and masculine for male. You know.
Okay, so
Some objects, mapika, they are not like a man or woman like that, you know. But I'm just plainly telling you. But the word, English word for that is masculine and feminine for female.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Sakhi, go ahead, Sakhi.
Hare Krishna.
Okay. Yes. So, my question is that it says Upanitram. So, does Upanitram, is it the
You're breaking up, I can't hear.
glasses?
You're breaking up.
So is the glasses like the wearing glasses or the
The audio is not clear.
plural of cup, like glasses?
Saki, we cannot hear you properly. Your audio has lot
Hello?
of disturbances. Yeah, Saki, yeah, now speak again. Ask your question.
Okay. So can you hear me now?
It is still, we are having a trouble in hearing you properly. There's a lot of disturbances.
Hello?
Yes, Saki. Yeah, now you can go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
The still sound is coming little dragging. So you can do one thing. You can write your question and send to administrators.
Okay.
They can
Can you hear me now?
not at all.
Yeah. But difficult.
Okay,
to-
you can write your question to administrator, one of the administrators. They can help you in getting the answer. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
Saki.
So my question was that it says open it up. It's okay.
Okay, next we have Nihal. Oh, sorry. Kajal Shah.
Then what is the what is Dashana Bijam?
The son of Bijam is Promegante. You know Promegante?
Yeah, but the pomegranate is sometimes different. Is the color is different. Pomegranate.
Promegante.
Pomegranate is different.
Different from what? But the son of Bijam is Sanskrit.
Color, the different color.
Different color.
And in different because Sanskrit is different from, and then Sanskrit is very is very old, is already very old language.
Yeah, it is very ancient language, but it is very powerful language.
And we don't know much of it.
Yeah, that's why we are learning. If you want to understand Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam nicely, then if you learn Sanskrit, because the Vedic literatures, most of them are written in Sanskrit in the original. Now the translations are available, English and so many other languages, but originally all these were written in Sanskrit. All slokas in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, they are in Sanskrit. Our Acharya, our spiritual master, have translated, so that's why we can read it. But if you really want to get into the subject matter of understanding it, more accurately, you have to know the meaning of Sanskrit word.
Oh, that's why is okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
You're welcome. Have you read Gita or heard about Bhagavad Gita?
I already know Bhagavad Gita.
Okay, you only know Bhagavad. Have you heard some slokas from Bhagavad Gita?
Yes,
What slok did you hear?
I heard that the 11th chapter and the 15th chapter, 12th chapter, and in the 11th chapter.
What is in 11th chapter? Do you know?
No, I don't.
Okay, it's the Lord Krishna's Virat Swarup, the universal form.
Okay.
Described in chapter 11. Chapter 12 is devotional service.
Yeah, devotional service are already finished.
Right. Oh, okay. So there are some slokas, right? And then there is translation, and that how you know. But if you really want to understand sloka, in depth or more accurately, if you know Sanskrit language, you can know it better.
Okay, next we have Ovi online. Ovi raised hand. Ovi, so can you unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So how do you know that it's femoral masculine? Birds, how do you know it's femoral and masculine? And nutrients?
Ovi, can you repeat your question? We cannot hear it.
Okay.
Can you come closer to mic?
Probably, how do you know that the words are feminine and masculine and neutral?
Okay, Ovi, you can do one thing. Send your question to one of our administrators. They can help you. Okay, we cannot get it properly. Thank you, Ovi. Yeah, next we are moving on to Nihal. Nihal, can you please unmute yourself? Nihal, please unmute yourself. Yeah,
So
thank
in
you.
Sanskrit, is there like ABCs in like so in English
Yes.
there are ABCs?
Yes, yes, there are. There are. I think you're learning that in one class Monday, right? There are consonants. There are vowels. You know, like a, e, and ka, kha, ga, ga. There are consonants. I
Where
should
do where
in Monday class. They are teaching that how to write the. It's the Devanagari Lipi. It is called. Okay. You see in this vocabulary unit, the middle column is written in that Devanagari Lipi.
so where's the sheet?
Nihal, regarding alphabets of Sanskrit, if you
Okay.
see in the group, it was there. Everything. The worksheets are published in the group.
Okay.
Who is Twisa Sarma?
Okay, let me unmute Prabhu.
Who is Twisa Sarma is requesting remote control of your screen.
What, Prabhuji?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you want control?
I didn't press anything.
Okay, do you have any question, Trisha?
Yes, I have one question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like what's the difference if you like what's like Devanagari? Is it Sanskrit too?
I didn't get it. Can you repeat it?
Devanagari.
Devanagari. There's a leap. It's a called Lipi called Devanagari. Just like we call it alphabet in English, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So alphabet in English like A, B, C, D. So this is like a Devanagari Lipi in which you write, you know, like you see Asanda, the way it is written in vocabulary, you can see the middle column.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next we have Rupesh. Rupesh, go ahead.
Yeah. Can you scroll down so I can see all the words again?
Sure. Okay, 1 second. Hold on. Tell me how far you need to.
Yeah, okay.
You all done? Next.
Okay, next we have Prabhuji Advait.
Okay.
Advait, please go ahead, Advait.
What is the difference? How do you differentiate between feminine, masculine, and neutral gender? How do you differentiate it?
Yeah, I told you the thumb rule, just remember it. The name, whatever name, ends with a, ha. For example, Balakaha, Asandaha, Ramesaha, Vinodaha, Ramaha, Balramaha, Krishnaha. So they end with a, ha, they are masculine. Okay. And the name with ends with a, long a, or e, long e, they are feminine. For example, Sita, Radha, Vanita, like that. Mapika, Balika, Mahila, Satika. Okay, they end with that. Kartari ends with e, so these are feminine. Okay.
Okay.
The neuter one ends with ma. For example, Gruham, okay, Jalam, okay, like that. There are some words here. Dwaram, Dhanam, okay, Dasanabijam. So this is the way you find out. Any word you look at it, if it just see whether it ends with a, ha, it is masculine. If it ends with a or e, it is feminine. If it ends with ma, it is neuter gender. So these are the three rules you have to remember in the beginning. Okay. These are sort of a general rule at this point. When you go deeper into it, there may be some other rules, but this is all we're gonna go by at this time. Okay, basic rule.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
You're welcome.
Okay, next we have Charit. Charit?
Yes. So how do you say tiger in Sanskrit?
What?
Tiger in Sanskrit.
In Sanskrit, what did you say before? In Sanskrit?
Tiger.
Huh?
Tiger.
Tiger. Tiger in Sanskrit called Vyagraha.
Okay.
Yeah, we will learn all this animal name when we come to that. That is the unit 7. We are on unit 3 right now.
Okay.
So what we are learning, if you can pay attention to that, that will be very nice. And then whatever we're going to learn, you can add to it, you know.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji,
You're welcome.
for your time. And I think we have taken.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Kids, it's like nearly we are 3 o'clock, so we have another drawing and painting class today, I think so.
Okay.
So if you have any more questions, we can check with Prabhu tomorrow once again before starting or at the end of the class.
Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to leave the meeting. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for coming on the call.
Thank you. What is your name, Mataji?
Shama Supriya, Prabhuji.
Samsu. Okay. Thank you very much for assisting me.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.